Figueroa. No, no,
Good morning. Your name, please.
Buenos días, señor. ¿Me puede dar su nombre?
José María Figueroa Soto.
José María Figueroa Soto.
I was just going to say, Dale, we need an attorney. Is there somebody, is there a public defender who is present in the jail?
I believe so, Your Honor. We're getting her right now.
Thank you.
The first one is suspended. Forgot.
Thank you. Hello, Ms. Enlow.
Good morning, Judge. I apologize. I
Fine.
am missing some interim complaints and I was trying to figure that out.
So this was a carryover from last night, Ms. Enlow. Mr. Padilla, Mr. Padilla, I can't do this sometimes. Judge Padilla continued it because Mr. Figueroa Soto was refusing to provide his name. He did provide his name, so he continued this until this morning so the jail could run a check on him. And nothing else came up.
And Judge, I do have this interim. I was apologizing for being a minute late because I was
Oh.
trying to figure out some
Oh.
other ones.
You're fine. You're fine, Ms. Enlow. All right. Mr. Figueroa Soto, this is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Bueno, señor Figueroa Soto, está usted aquí esta mañana para su comparecencia inicial y usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que diga puede ser utilizada en su contra.
So you have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Ms. Enlow is sitting next to you right now from that office to assist you this morning. The state is being represented by Mr. Kaler. He is present over Microsoft Teams.
Bueno, señor, a usted tiene derecho a ser representado por un abogado defensor y para el propósito de esta audiencia sí tiene un abogado enseguida de usted que es el abogado Hello para ayudarlo en esta mañana. Y también el fiscal está representado por el señor Kaler y está compareciendo por Teams.
Before we go over your conditions of release and the charges, sir, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services.
Y señor, antes de fijarle las condiciones de liberación, quiero avisarle que yo ya leí los informes que me proporcionaron los agentes del orden público y también la agencia de los servicios previos al juicio.
The state's asking me to impose, sir, a $35,000 bond.
La fiscalía me está solicitando que le fije fianza, señor, de $35,000.
Mr. Kaler, let me be frank with you first. I understand why you're requesting this bond. My inclination, though, is to release Mr. Figueroa Soto to pretrial services with orders not to possess any firearms, surrender firearms, to have no contact with the alleged victims, and not go back to wherever the victim resides and or works. Did you wish to be heard further, Mr. Kaler?
May I, Your Honor, first? Ok,
sorry.
entonces dice el juez, señor fiscal Kaler, antes de que usted dé su recomendación y sus motivos para recomendar esta fianza, dice el juez, sí entiendo su postura y por qué está pidiendo este tipo de fianza, pero yo estoy considerando en liberar al señor Figueroa Soto y que quede bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio. Ahora, sí, pero con la condición de que no puede poseer armas de fuego y que no va a poder volver a tener contacto con las víctimas y tampoco va a volver al lugar donde viven las víctimas. Ahora va a hablar el fiscal. Thank you, Your Honor.
Of course, Mr. Kaler.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would just note, I acknowledge that Mr. Figueroa Soto does not have criminal history or certainly no felony history. That said, Your Honor, just the nature of this offense that he attacked the victim with a shovel, seemingly unprovoked, over some grievances about the victim's, conduct, dumping things, causing problems with the property. Though, Your Honor, because of that, the dangerous nature of the offense, I believe the bond is appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaler.
Bueno, y dice el señor fiscal. I'm sorry, Your Honor, may I?
Of course. I'm sorry.
Bueno, y dice el fiscal, el señor Kaler, su señoría, cabe mencionar, pues entiendo y reconozco lo que usted está diciendo, que el señor Figueroa Soto no tiene historial o no tiene antecedentes penales y tampoco tiene delitos graves previos. Pero por la naturaleza del delito, yo estoy considerando y recomendando esta fianza. Y también porque el señor atacó a la víctima con una pala, sin provocación alguna, solamente porque esta persona estaba tirando cosas a su propiedad. Entonces, esa es la naturaleza del delito, que es peligrosa, y por esto estoy solicitando esa fianza.
Mr. Figueroa Soto, over the state's objections, because of your age, lack of history, and your apparent acceptance that what you did was wrong with police on the interim complaint. I'm not asking you to say anything right now, but because of those factors, sir, I am going to release you to pretrial services with those orders to have no firearms, surrender any firearms in your possession or ownership to TPD or PCSO within 24 hours of your release. No contact with the alleged victim, and you may not go to where the victim resides and or works.
Okay. Bueno, señor, sobre la objeción del fiscal, voy a liberarlo por las razones voy a considerar la edad que usted tiene, que no tiene antecedentes penales también, y también que usted ha aceptado responsabilidad. Usted sabe que que actuó incorrectamente. Y también ya leí la denuncia provisional que me proporcionaron los policías y por esos factores estoy considerando que usted quede libre, pero bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio. Usted no debe de poseer armas de fuego. Si tiene armas de fuego, se las debe de entregar a la policía o al departamento del sherifato. Y usted no puede tener contacto con la víctima, ni tampoco ir al lugar donde vive la víctima o a donde trabaja la víctima.
Your court, sir, is going to be on September 2nd at 1:30 p.m. That court date is highly unlikely to occur, sir, so you need to stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney at the PD's office to know where and when you're going to be needed in court, sir.
Bueno, señor, su próxima audiencia va a ser el 21 de septiembre a la 1:30, pero muy probablemente no se lleve a cabo esa audiencia. Le sugiero que se mantenga en comunicación con su abogado, con el defensor público o con los servicios previos al juicio para que le digan cuándo y en dónde va a ser su próxima audiencia.
And with that, your excuse, sir. Ms.
Judge,
Enloe,
Y con eso ya se puede retirar.
May I use the interpreter for one quick thing?
court.
Ma'am, could you ask him if he can read Spanish?
Señor, ¿usted puede leer el idioma español?
Sí, poco.
Yes, a little.
Then could you tell him I'm going to give him a card and it's really important that he read everything on it, front and back?
Bueno, dice la abogada que le va a dar una tarjeta, pero que es muy importante que lea todo lo que dice la tarjeta por enfrente y por detrás.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you, sir. You're excused.
Y con eso se puede retirar, señor Figueroa Soto. Gracias.
Muchas gracias a usted.
Thank you.
Your Honor, are you doing
And you-
misdemeanors next?
I am, and the interpreter can be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
You too, ma'am. Yeah, Lisa, I am.
I'll be back when someone tells me they're ready for me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
No,
Yes, this was at a church.
Is he first? And third. Not the other two though? Bad.
Hey, JL, you know what? I just told Lisa I was doing misdemeanors and apparently I'm not, am I? I'm doing review hearings. So if she wants to be present for these, she can be. Mr. Young, are you Chaz Young?
No, my name is Jaden Jerome Betters.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mr. Betters, this is the time set for a review hearing, sir. I'm seeing you, sir, on a Maricopa County Superior Court case. I understand you're currently being housed in the jail on a Pima County case. We just want to make sure that once that Pima County case is resolved, Maricopa comes and gets you, or we have a discussion about your release conditions. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
We'll see you back on September 14th at 9 a.m., sir. Your bond's going to remain the same.
I'll be in trial on August 25th, and it'll go out from there for a week, and I'll probably be done by then.
Okay. Well, again, that's good news for you then, sir. Hopefully Maricopa County will come and get you if that resolves well for you. Regardless, we'll see you on the 14th. If you can't be there because you're transported to the courthouse for trial, sir, we'll just move it to a different day, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your name, please.
Bryce Peterson?
All right, Mr. Peterson, you're here for a review hearing, sir. We just want to make sure that once you're done with your Pima County cases, Maricopa County comes and gets you so that you're not floating around in the jail with no one to talk to, okay? We're going
Right.
to set this for September 14th, so your bond's going to remain the same. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Oh, thank you.
Bye, sir. Hey, JL, we doing Chaz Young now?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think we do need Lisa for this. This is not a review hearing, is it? Sorry about that, Lisa.
No, not a problem, Judge. I managed to get through the last one and use the bathroom really quick, so I'm good.
We should move pretty quickly after this. Sir, your name, please.
Chaz Young.
Mr. Young, this is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal defender's officer on these new charges. These are the charges of. Oh, hold on, I got two wrong files here. Hold on.
And Your Honor, I did not receive a probable cause statement on this one or Mr. Witt.
All right. These charges, I'll read it to you if you want me to, Ms. Enlow. These charges,
Yes,
Mr. Young, are for burglary in the third degree. Ms. Enlow, the probable cause statement says, on June 10th to 26th, Chaz Young arrived at 5302 East 22nd Street. On video surveillance, Young walks around the store and removes jewelry from an enclosed glass display case, causing damage to the frame. He then removes a bagged item from a shelf containing headphones and walks out of camera view. Young then exits the store, passing all points of sale, while wearing one of the stolen necklaces around his neck and the stolen headphones on his head. The bag was later found in an area where Young was standing. Young was identified from an ATID by two officers, and in case P2607100006, Chaz was arrested in an unrelated case, and on the body-worn camera, he can be seen wearing the same sneakers as the video footage in this case. Items stolen includes two chain necklaces, one ring, one knife, and a Dre Beat Solo 3 headphones, $185. A DMV photo comparison of booking photos, previous body-worn camera of Young appear to match his facial features, body type, and facial hair as a suspect in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I did find probable cause. Mr. Young, it appears you're in the jail on other matters. These allegations predate what you're already being seen on. State's asking me to impose a $10,000 bond. Counsel, my inclinations of $1,000 cash secured bond. Mr. Young, if you post that bond, any bond for that matter, you're not going to be released because of the APO holds. Does either party?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
All right. Mr. Young, your next court date, sir, will be August 24th at 1:30 p.m. As you know, that court date's unlikely to go. Stay in touch with your attorney. They'll tell you what to expect, sir, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. You're held without bond on the probation. So if you post this, you're not actually getting it, but just make sure you get credit on this while you're in here, okay? Legal defender's office, that's a preliminary hearing, but they don't usually happen. Your attorney should see you within the next couple of days. Okay. Maybe that's it. Hang in there.
While we're waiting, jail, can you tell me if Angel Ramirez number 6 has a DOC hold? I've got that on some jail paperwork, but I don't actually see a DOC hold anywhere else.
Angel Ramirez does have a DOC hold.
He does. All right, thank you very much, jail.
Is that a misdemeanor, Your Honor?
It is, yeah. So are you Mr. David Bratcher?
Yes, sir, I am.
Bratcher, give me 1 minute so the jail can allow everyone to come inside and sit down, okay?
Okay. I just went to court too on the 5th.
All right, hold on, sir. We'll talk about your case in a minute, sir. Jail, do we have all the misdemeanors in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here for your initial appearance. You are all presumed innocent. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You all have the right to hire attorneys. In some cases, I might be appointing you an attorney. When you come before me, you will find out. Before we go over your charges and conditions of release, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services if they were able to speak to you. All right, Mr. Bratcher, I've got you here on 2 cases, sir. One's a Miranda case and one's a justice court case.
Yes.
Everything you say, sir, is being recorded and broadcast. Anything you say can be used against you. If you want to talk, sir, you're certainly more than welcome to. I can't stop you from doing that, sir. Tell you what, though, let me tell you this first. My inclination, sir, given there's 2 cases and 2 warrants, was to hold you on bonds and set court for today and tomorrow and appoint attorneys for you, sir. Did you want to talk more though, sir, or be heard?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead,
I
sir.
have a puppy that is my mental support puppy, and he's out there right now, and they only gave me 5 days to get to him. And then I had just went to court on the 5th, and I had paperwork stating that I just went to court on the 5th, and they had said that that was everything put together, and they had seen me on it, and so
What court,
that's why
Mr. Bradshaw, what court was that, sir?
here at the Alameda here in Tucson, the Alameda, right there by the street, Alameda City Court, I guess it'd be.
So I got a problem, sir, because you've got a warrant out of Marana,
Yeah.
and sounds like you didn't take care of that one, as well as this Justice Court one.
What do I have to do? Because I will make it. I will, because I have that puppy, and I don't. That's why I have been going to these other courts, so I
Alright.
wouldn't have to deal with this. I
Okay,
wanted to make sure that my puppy is safe.
all right, sir. So then I'll do this, sir.
Yes.
I'll release you. You're gonna have, so in Marana Court, sir, you're going to go to court September 9th at 10:30 a.m.
And that's in Marana, or is
Yeah.
that Alameda?
That's
I can go to Alameda?
that's in Marana, sir.
Okay.
You can, you're gonna get paperwork from the court, sir, with their phone number and address. You can give them a call, okay, sir?
Okay, sir. I thank you so much.
Yep.
I bet you he's so devastated right now because he's never been this long away from me.
And it's hot outside, sir.
Yeah.
On the JP court case, sir, I'll release you as well. You're gonna have court on September 8th in front of Judge Garza
Okay.
at 1 p.m. Nope, sorry, 9 a.m. Make sure you go to these courts, sir. I don't want to,
Oh, I definitely will.
warrant for your arrest, sir.
No, I definitely will. Check
All right,
on
sir.
puppy.
All right, sir, your excuse, sir.
All right, thank you.
The Justice Court is the one that's on stone. It's that.
Your name, please, sir.
Anything good?
All right, Mr. Good, I'm seeing you on a charge of criminal trespass, of failure to appear for criminal trespass. Sir, it looks
Yes,
like
sir.
you've been released before and didn't come to court, hence the failure to appear. You gonna go to court this time, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll release you, sir, and your promise to go to court. That court date will be September 8th. That's gonna be at 1 p.m., sir, in front of Judge Cornejo. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ramirez.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Ramirez. Sir, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of failing to appear or pay on a charge of criminal damage out of Yuma. I also understand, sir, that there's a DOC hold. So if I release you, you're gonna go back to DOC.
That's. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine, sir. So my inclination, sir, would be to hold you on a bond so you can take care of this Yuma case, and that might benefit you in DOC because then you won't have a warrant for your arrest out of Yuma. All right, sir?
That's fine.
All right. I'm gonna do that, sir. Hold you on a bond, $500, cash is secured. Set court for August 27th at 1 p.m. Sir, Yuma has 24 hours to make arrangements to come and get you so you can take care of this case, sir. If they don't come and get you in 72 hours, this will revert to release on your own recognizance, and it'll be on you to take care of this case, okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, your excuse, sir.
Adeline.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Brittany Shadowins.
All right, Ms. Shadowin, I'm seeing you on a Miranda case as well as a Justice Court case, ma'am. Yeah.
I don't believe that those are me.
Well, I can't do anything about that, but if you go to court, you can discuss that with the judge.
Okay.
All right, I've got you on some failure to appear though, so Why are you gonna go to court this time, ma'am?
I have a phone
Okay.
and I can do over the phone
Well,
now.
I don't know if you can. I will certainly provide the phone number for you, ma'am, and you can give Miranda a call, okay? All right,
Yeah.
I'll release you, ma'am. On the Miranda case, these are for charges of possession of paraphernalia and disorderly conduct. I'm gonna release you, ma'am. You're gonna have
Thank
court
you.
on, yes, ma'am, on September 9th.
Okay.
That will be at 10:30 a.m. Hold on, I can't type.
Are you fine?
10:30 a.m. in front of, I don't know the judge, in Miranda City Court. The address and phone number are gonna be provided to you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, on your other JP court case, ma'am, this is for, looks like possession of paraphernalia. I will release you, ma'am. You're gonna have court September 8th.
Okay.
And this one will be at 9 a.m. Is that? Hold on, ma'am. I don't want to give you two court cases in two different courts in two different areas of Tucson on the same date.
All right.
Okay, so, all right, so Miranda's on the 9th. JP Court, Justice Court is on the 8th. This one will be at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. All right, ma'am, go to these court dates, otherwise there'll be warrants for your arrest,
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Just go back down. So
Catherine? Catherine?
No victims? Your name, please, ma'am?
Alexis Cochran.
All right. Ms. Catherine, I'm seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct and assault at a Tucson City Court. Ma'am, if I release you and order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not go to their residence or workplace, will you agree, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'll release you then, ma'am, with those orders. You're gonna have court September 15th at 9:30 p.m. Nope, 9:30 a.m. Wrong box. 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Bond, Tucson City Court. Ma'am, let me enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, and with that, you're excused.
Donald?
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. Your name, please?
Donald Matthias.
Mr. Matthias, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal damage and disorderly conduct. Sir, if I order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not go to their residence or workplace, will you agree?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll release you then, sir, with those orders. You're gonna release on your promise to appear. You'll have court September 15th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. That's in Tucson City Court. Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and with that, you're excused.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
13.
Name, please, sir.
George Percy.
Mr. Perthy, I'm seeing you on some charges of criminal damage, disorderly conduct, assault. Those are all domestic violence allegations. Some are from July 11th, some are from August 12th. Sir, I need to order you to have no contact with the alleged victim and not go to their residence or workplace. Will you agree to that?
Yes, sir.
This is effectively a no contact order, okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll release you then, sir, and your promise to go to court. You're gonna have court September 15th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Bond, Tucson City Court. Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and with that, you're excused.
Richardson?
Your name, please.
Andrea Richardson.
All right, Ms. Richardson, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal damage, disorderly conduct, domestic violence offenses. Some are from June 14th, ma'am, some are from August 12th. Ma'am, if I release you and order you to have no contact with the alleged victims and not go to their residence or workplace, will you agree?
Yes, sir. I just have one question. Will I be able to get like maybe police escort? My vehicle is still there and
Yeah.
my property.
Yep, I will allow you to return once with a law enforcement escort to retrieve your personal belongings, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
You're gonna have court, ma'am, September 15th, 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian, Tucson City Court. Enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, and with that, ma'am, you're excused.
I'm sorry, what was the court date?
September 15th, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Melanie, stand up, everybody stand up, stand up, stand up.
Judge, was that the last misdemeanor?
Yeah, I think it was.
Thank you.
No.
I see a phone number for 520-934-2622. Can you just let me know who you are?
Ashley Gray. This is asking the personalities. It's who wants it.
Yes, I'm the wife for Fernando Murillo.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I see, ma'am. You are not the alleged victim in this case, but you are present just to hear what happened with court today.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, your name though, ma'am. Are you Miss Grays?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Grays. Hey, jail, do we have all the felony arrests in the courtroom?
Correct, Your Honor, all but one, Mr. Turner, who is currently in a room.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, jail. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You are all presumed innocent. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You should also know everything you say is being recorded and broadcast. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be appointing you attorney on your felony matters. If you also have misdemeanor matters, when you come before me, I'll let you know if I'm going to appoint you an attorney. Right now, you have an attorney sitting next to you, Ms. Emmings. We're going to go over your charges and conditions of release. Mr. Kaler is representing the state. He's president of our teams. Before we go over those charges and conditions of release, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement as well as pretrial services, and I'll take arguments from both your attorney as well as the state. Thank you, jail. Ms. Grays, I am seeing you, ma'am, on charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of a prescription-only drug. The state's asking that I release you to pretrial services with a STEPS hearing. Ma'am, have you heard of the STEPS program?
Yeah,
All right. Do you want to consider that, ma'am?
yeah.
All right. I'll set a screening for August 20th at 9 a.m. Ms. Enla, do you waive time for STEPS hearings?
We have 1 moment. So. That would be big steps to get a dismissal, but if you don't complete it, they get a day. Are you okay with waiting that time? Yes, okay. Yes, Your Honor, we'll waive time.
All right. I'll release you to pretrial services, ma'am. Your preliminary hearings, September 28th. That court date is unlikely to go. Your STEPS screening those August 20th at 9 a.m. That court day will absolutely go. If you don't go to the Superior Court, ma'am, on that day, August 20, 9 a.m., you will not be eligible for the STEPS program. Okay, ma'am? All right, ma'am. Let me appoint the PD's office, and with that, you're excused, ma'am.
Jacob.
Your name, please, sir?
Miguel Orles.
Mr. Lorelev, I'm seeing you, sir, on charges of possession of a narcotic drug for sale, possession of a dangerous drug for sale, possession of drug paraphernalia, use of an electronic communication during a drug-related offense, and possession of a firearm during a drug offense. The state is asking me to impose a $15,000 bond. Miss Emma, did you wish to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a non-victim and non-violent offense. He scores a 2 on both the NCA and FTA assessments, and he does not have an NVCA flag. He has been in Tucson for 20 years. He has family support that includes housing and transportation, and he has absolutely no felony criminal history, even dismissed charges. Your Honor, we'd ask that you release him to pretrial services.
In reading the infant complaint, I'm a little baffled on why SWAT got involved in this case. I don't necessarily, well, I have no impact over what TPD does. I'm having a hard time though. Mr. Lorelez, I will release you to pretrial services. Your court date's going to be September 2nd. at 1:30 p.m. You're ordered to have no firearms, surrender any firearms in your ownership or possession to TPD or PCSO within 48 hours of your release from jail, sir. You're going to have court on September 2nd. I said that 1:30 p.m. PD's office is appointed and you're released to pretrial services, sir. Understood?
Sir.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Pérez Santiago.
Your name, please, sir.
Serrano Lopez.
Right, Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you on a handful of matters, sir. Felony matters and misdemeanor matters. The felony matter, sir, is for burglary in the 3rd degree and trafficking in stolen property. On that case, the state's asking you to impose a $5,000 bond. Counsel, my inclination was a $2,500 bond. Does the other party wish to be heard on the felony matter?
Are you planning to hold him on the misdemeanors?
I am.
Judge, we would ask that you consider a lower bond, given that these are nonviolent. It's a nonviolent offense. He's been in Tucson his entire life. His only prior felony is from 2017, and he does have family support that includes housing and transportation. Can I have one moment? And Judge, he's telling me that he'd really like to go to an inpatient rehab. If he's appointed to our office, we can certainly try to help set that up.
All right. Mr. Lopez, I'm not going to release you. I've got too many cases with FTAs and a probation violation with new domestic violence charges in city court. So let me go over the felony first, sir. On the felony charges, sir, I'm going to do a $2,500 cash secured bond. Appoint the PD's office. As Ms. Enlow said, she can have her office work with you in terms of a future release date if there is some drug treatment housing available. Your court, sir, will be August 24th at 1:30 p.m. On your justice court case, sir, this is for domestic violence assault. I'm going to impose a $500 cash secured bond. Appoint Adam Waters to represent you. Set court for August 14th at 1 p.m. That will be in front of Judge Cornejo. Order no contact with the alleged victim. And on your misdemeanor, on your city court misdemeanor matter, sir, I got two things here. I'm going to enter denials on your behalf regarding your petition to revoke probation. And I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf for your failure to appear for charges of assault and disorderly conduct. I'm going to impose a $1,000 cash secured bond on those matters, sir. Set court for August 19th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Order again no contact with the alleged victim, sir. And appoint the city PD's office to represent you on your city court matters. So, sir, 3 different courthouses, 3 different judges, and 3 different attorneys. But you will get these matters resolved, sir, and I wish you good luck.
Total is 2,500 plus the 1,000 plus the 500.
Yeah.
But times my information about everything is like, okay, forward. Your attorney should come from your felony case, should come see you within the next couple of days and talk to them about getting into rehab. Our office can help with it.
Yeah, I just lost my arm. I was stuck. I fucking messed with my head up. I just lost train of everything.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's hard to go through. Okay, he's got to go on to the but you're going about it.
Yes, thank you.
Murillo.
Your name, please, sir.
Fernando Murillo.
Mr. Murillo, I am seeing you, sir, on charges. Hold on. Of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor, possession of a weapon during a drug offense, and possession of paraphernalia. State's asking me to impose a $2,000 bond. Ms. Emma, do you wish to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. We are asking that you consider pretrial services release. I understand that his risk assessment is a little high. However, Judge, I think a lot of that has to do with his criminal history, which is over 20 years old now. His only priors are from 2002, 2005, and 2006. This is a non-victim, non-violent offense. He has strong family support. His wife is here on Teams. He also has a child to support. He's been in Tucson his entire life and in the same residence for 6 years. So given all of that information, we'd ask that you release him to pretrial services.
Yeah. Mr. Muriel, but for the gun charges, this would have been a stepped eligible case, sir. It would have been a diversion eligible case. You can't possess firearms until you get your rights restored. You can't. That's the reason the state's asking for a bond. I'm going to release you to pretrial services over the state's objection. I am going to order, sir, again, that you not possess firearms and that you surrender any firearms in your possession or ownership to TPD or PCSO within 48 hours of your release, sir. We're going to have court, sir, on September 2nd at 1:30 p.m. I just gave you a court date. Now I'm going to tell you, sir, that court date's unlikely to go. So stay in touch with your attorney as well as pretrial services. They'll tell you when and where you need to be in court. Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
And Judge, who did you appoint?
Oh, I don't remember. I think PD. Hold on. Yeah, PD. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Judge.
Made it.
Your Honor, for Mr. Ramirez, I'm missing page 2 of the interim complaint. However, just to make a record, I do think there's probable cause on page 1, so I don't need you to read it, but I don't have page
Thanks,
2.
Ms. Enlow. Thank you. All right. Your name, please, sir?
Miguel Ramirez.
All right, Mr. Ramirez, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of criminal damage in Superior Court or what will be Superior Court if the indictments go through, as well as some misdemeanor charges, sir. The state's asking, sir, that I release you to pretrial services on the felony charges, sir. That was my inclination. Sir, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to order that you not possess any firearms or weapons. If you do own any firearms or possess any firearms, you've got to surrender those to TPD or Pima County Sheriff within 48 hours of your release. You can't have any contact with the alleged victim of the criminal damage. You can't go to their residence or workplace. Okay, sir?
Yes, understood.
I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you, sir, and set court for August 24th. Nope, September 2nd at 1:30 p.m. So that court date's unlikely to go. So stay in touch with pretrial services with regards to when you need to be in court, okay?
So that's a tentative date. It's not in stone.
It's a deadline, sir. It's really a deadline for the state to decide whether they're going to indict you. Your attorney can explain more when you give them a call in a few days, okay? Just stay in touch to know when to be in court. Sir, I don't know how difficult it's going to be to have no contact. I understand the interim complaint looks like it might be a neighbor. So you can live at home, sir, but you can't have contact with this neighbor, okay?
Understood.
Because if they call the police because they feel like you're having contact, you're going to be in violation of a court order and you can be right back here again for new charges, sir, okay?
Understood.
All right. On the city court matter, sir, this is for charges of disorderly conduct and driving under the influence. I do have it written. Sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court. I'm going to appoint the city PD's office, though, because this is a DUI charge. I'm going to order you again, sir, to possess no alcohol or illegal drugs. Set court for September 14th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Verena and enter plea of not guilty on your behalf. With that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Attorney, separate court dates.
Separate attorneys.
Make sure you stay in touch with both.
Okay, thank you.
Elma.
Your Honor, the next defendant, Jordan Silva, I'd like to be heard on probable cause.
Sure thing. Your name, please, sir.
Silva.
Mr. Silva, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated robbery. Before we begin on your conditions of release, your attorney wants to be heard on whether or not there's probable cause for your current incarceration. Go ahead, Ms. Enlow.
Your Honor, assuming everything in the interim complaint is correct, the only evidence we have is that he was physically present. James is the person who set up the meeting. James arrived in a car that was a blue Honda Civic or Hyundai that is not Jordan's car. Jordan's car is a black Jetta, which is later in the interim. There's no reason to believe he was driving. In fact, it says RJ was driving. It just says that there was an unknown Hispanic male in the vehicle. They smoked marijuana, which is no longer illegal. James pulled out a gun and showed it to the victim. The victim pulled out a gun and showed it to James. Then RJ pulled out a gun and pointed it at the victim and then took his gun essentially to keep it. When the victim tried to take it, James shot him. Again, there's nothing about Jordan at all except that he's physically present. When you go down further into paragraph 2, they identify Jordan as the person who was with them and that Jordan had a gun and that James basically stole his gun as well. It says he upped the pistol on Jordan and told him he was going to take both of the guns. So all we have is Jordan was physically present and that his weapon was taken from him. There's no indication that he provided a means or opportunity for this offense, that he aided, counseled, agreed, attempted to aid, plan, or commit the offense, that he solicited or commanded anyone to engage in any conduct. He wasn't for which this was a foreseeable consequence, in which case he'd be an accomplice or he'd be responsible for the other's conduct. There's just absolutely nothing here except mere presence and in fact, him being victimized. So Your Honor, we'd ask that you find no probable cause.
Mr. Kaler, when I read this, I was looking at accomplice liability, but Ms. Enlow makes some very good points. Do you wish to be heard, sir?
Your Honor, given the information in the interim complaint, I think I would argue there is probable cause that Jordan was present and a part of this robbery. We don't know what's in these text messages, so I'll leave that aside. So Your Honor, at this point, if the court is not inclined to find probable cause through accomplice liability, I think the remedy here would be release at this point, not rather than dismissal. And that's so if the court does not find probable cause, that's what we would request.
Thank you, Mr. Kaler. Based on Ms. Enlow's arguments, I don't find probable cause. I will release you, Mr. Silva. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. I don't have the authority to dismiss these charges. I am going to order, sir, that you not possess any firearms. You surrender any firearms to TPD or PCSO within 48 hours of your release from jail. And you have no contact with the alleged victim, sir. You're going to have court on September 2nd. Give me 1 second to find out who your attorney is going to be, sir. That court date on the 2nd of September, sir, is unlikely to go. So you guys stay in touch with pretrial services and your attorney. And I know you said, do we have an attorney? All right. And the PD's office is going to be appointed to represent you, sir. They can certainly tell you what to expect in the next few weeks. All right, sir?
Thank you.
All right, sir.
And Your Honor,
Sir.
Your Honor, could I also request, I did not put this in my initial recommendation, but just an additional order to not contact any potential co-defendants or accomplices.
Yeah, I can include that.
And Judge,
Thank you.
just to make sure we're clear for Jordan, that would be James and RJ, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. All right.
Contact with James or RJ or Andres, okay?
All right, man.
All right. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You're excused, sir. Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Lisa.
Child, call your attorney. Today's Thursday, right? Call them Monday and check in with them, okay?
Thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. Toledo.
Your name, please, sir.
Jose Antonio Toledo.
Toledo, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of unlawful possession of a narcotic for sale and unlawful possession of narcotic paraphernalia. The state's asking, sir, that I impose a $10,000 bond. Law enforcement's asking for a high bond. My inclination was a $10,000 bond. Ms. Enlow, did you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a non-victim, non-violent offense. He scores a 2 on both the FTA and NCA scales and does not have a MVCA flag. He's been in Tucson his entire life and 3 years at his current address. He does have family support. He has no prior felony convictions. His only felony charge was in 2021. He completed probation and earned a misdemeanor on that one. Your Honor, we are asking that you release him to pretrial services. He's not a risk for flight or to reoffend. It's certainly not in any way that's violent.
Mr. Kaler?
Your Honor, I think given the nature of this offense, the narcotics for sale, the amount, the circumstances that are outlined in the interim complaint, while he does not have felony history, I think a $10,000 bond is appropriate.
All right. Given the amount of drugs, I will lower the bond. It will be $5,000 cash secured. So your court date will be August 24th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the legal defense office to represent you on this case, sir. And with that, you're excused, sir.
Your Honor.
What was your name? Sorry?
Mr. Turner, this is the time set for your initial appearance, sir. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney, sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on your felony charges, sir. The felony charges, sir, are for trafficking in stolen property. There was a warrant issued for your arrest by Judge Moreno in the amount of $1,500. Counsel, my inclination would be to honor that request. Did you wish to be heard, Ms. Enlow? He was already released to pretrial services and didn't abide, and he has multiple FTAs from Tucson City Court cases, Ms. Enlow. That's the reason for my inclination.
And Your Honor, Ms. Enlow is muted.
Okay. Oh,
I think Ms.
I
Enlow
don't-
was speaking and I didn't.
I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry, Judge. Yeah, I actually don't have any additional information on this case. And I understand your reasoning.
so Mr. Turner, we're going to set court for August 20th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is an absolute go. It's your arraignment. I am going to impose a $1,500 bond that was requested by Judge Monroe. It'll be cash secured, and appoint the PD's office to represent you on your felony charges, sir. On your misdemeanor charges, sir. Because I'm holding you, sir, on your felony charges, I am going to set a non-transport review hearing for your misdemeanor charges. These are charges of possession of paraphernalia, criminal trespass, shoplifting, more paraphernalia, more shoplifting, more trespass charges, sir. We're going to do a non-transport review hearing September 18th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Klotz. Appoint the city PD, sir, and I'm going to release you on your city court charges, sir. I'm not trying to be cruel or not give you time credit. I just want to make sure that you don't need to deal with both these cases at the same time. The city PD, sir, will represent you if you're still in custody on your city charges. All right, sir? All right, let me enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir. And with that, you're excused, sir.
Jesus, different attorneys. Make sure to stay in touch with them, okay?
Extend.
Your Honor, may I have one quick moment to speak to Mr. Winston?
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Winston, I am seeing you, sir, on charges of fraud, scheme, and artifices and forgery. The state, sir, is asking me to impose a $20,000 bond. Ms. Enlow, that was my inclination prior to seeing the recommendation. Did you wish to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that you consider pretrial services release or a lower bond. Your Honor, I understand he's from New York, but he does have a place to stay here in Arizona. He can live with his brother in Phoenix, and this is a nonviolent offense.
Over the defense objection, Mr. Winston, I am going to impose that $20,000 cash secured bond, appoint the PD's officer, and set court for August 24th at 1:30 p.m. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Let me give you this one.
Wait,
And Your Honor, the next defendant, Mr. Witt, is the other one that I did not receive an interim for, if you're able to read it when the time comes.
I am. All right, your name, please, sir.
David Witt.
Mr. Witt, I am seeing you, sir, on one charge of domestic violence criminal damage. Ms. Enlow, I can read the interim complaint. It is a domestic violence interim complaint. This is broadcast, and my inclination was to release Mr. Witt to pretrial services.
Your Honor, if you're going to release him, then we'd waive reading it.
All right. So, Mr. Witt, you can read over the interim complaint with your attorney later. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, sir. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You'll have court on September 2nd at 1:30 p.m., sir. Two things. One, that court date's highly unlikely to go, so stay in touch with pretrial services as well as your attorney to know when and where you're expected to be in court. I'm also going to order, sir, that you have no contact with the alleged victim and that you not return to her residence or workplace. Can you agree to that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. With that, sir, you're excused. Thanks, all.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor.